Hello and welcome into another Slice and Dice podcast. I'm Sam, and joining me today...
I'm Alfie.
Yep, that's right. This is a special. We're having a nice post-Euros discussion type thing. So we'll be covering quite a few areas, and it's nice to get Alfie's input, as obviously Jono and Phil, much as they are missed right now, they were not at Euros.
No.
Let's discuss that.
You might notice for the Mog special takeover, the editing might be a bit different, and also the sound quality is a bit better, because we're in my college's recording studio today.
Yeah, it's nice to be in a legit studio.
Okay, so we did a lot of testing leading up to Euros.
Maybe too much.
A lot of testing. What deck did you play that you think helped you for Euros, if any? I got psyched out a bit, but we'll get onto that later.
I think my deck choices were fine.
Yeah, they seemed solid.
I think mono water against water lightning monsters is hard, but it's very winnable if you like hold your nerve and play very accurately.
Yeah.
But I think that's the issue with mono water. I feel like you have to reach a certain level of accuracy to do well on it.
Yeah, until we started seriously testing, neither of us had played much of water lightning. So when we tested it and we're like, shit, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a terrifying realization that it was something we're actually going to have to jam games on.
Yeah. It's actually a really good deck. The main reason I didn't take that, because I was considering that or Water Lightning, is I was losing the mirror match to Rhea at locals.
Right, okay.
And she's like barely played the game, but she's very good. She's very talented.
Yeah, seems like her kind of deck.
And it seems like in the mirror you have to out-aggro your opponent, maybe.
Yeah, early moth slashes, things like that.
It's not a natural play style for me at all.
Yeah, no.
So I was like, water's way more natural for me. And then my other deck I took, sorry about my throat, was Ice Fire Warriors.
Yeah, gross deck.
Yeah, and I actually got more wins on that than water, which is wild. But I guess I was already moving towards the bottom of the room, spoilers. Yeah, and that did pretty well for me. And I do think one of my losses against Scions was just like, I don't feel like there was that many Scions kicking around. And I'd never realised.
Really, Scions at Euros?
Yeah. Like, it was my 7th match. It was near bottom tables.
Okay, sure, yeah. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, her other deck was Ice Fire Warriors, so she knew the matchup really well.
Right, okay.
So I kind of got a bit surprised there. But, that felt like a Scions are favoured kind of matchup because they can just pressure with one backup and just keep threatening Pulse of Creation.
Yeah,
which,
true.
Ice Fire Warriors, we don't really have anything around that.
Things like that, yeah. No Kuka lane.
And if you put a Yazuki down, they'll just kill it with the Y'shtola on entry. So you could try and hold a Yazuki and like play it at exactly the right moment. That would probably be the smart thing to do. But like I was going into that matchup having never tested that matchup.
Yeah. We hadn't tested Scions at all. It was one of the decks we said we should probably have built, but to be fair, I didn't pair against it, and it sounds like that might have been one of few Scions people in the room. So I think it was just unlucky pairing.
I didn't hear it talked about in any way outside of that. So,
no.
Yeah, that was quite a fun match because she was a French lady, and her English was bad. Or she wasn't good at English. And I ended up using my terrible knowledge of foreign languages to communicate with her. So
wow.
It was,
French Sam unlocked.
I was like, at the end, I was trying to say, on mono water, I'd be better against Scions. And she's like, huh? And I was like, agua. And she was like, Yes. I was like, cool. So, yeah. Well, it was still, there was a lot of fun aspects. So, I mean, I'm going a bit off piste here, but deck choices were good. Performance was poor. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think the main misplay for me personally is not prioritizing sleep enough. And I've only got myself to blame because it was like my idea for us to get up early for a cafe.
Yeah.
Like it was entirely on me.
Cafe was good though.
Cafe was goated.
You can't say that you didn't have a good breakfast.
Yeah, right. Injected croissant meta.
Yeah.
Italy's OP. But yeah, right. Loved a bit of Milan food. But yeah, I would say that's like, and it's often the case with me, it's logistics or like planning or like emotional state are usually bigger problems for me than gameplay.
The ADHD cooked you on that day.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I need good circumstances. It's funny because I talk to other players afterwards and they're like, oh, I can just play on no sleep. I actually know we've got a few players who are just like, sleep doesn't matter.
Lyndon got his Euro spot on like 3 hours or something stupid like that. Yeah.
And it's crazy because there's like literally studies that show like sleep is so important for performance. But you got all these.
Well, if you're injecting yourself with monster energy, then maybe not. Maybe the effects are skewed.
Gamer juice is ruining the data there.
Yeah, for real.
So what about you? You were on similar decks, right?
Yeah, I took Mono Water and Knights. And I think I've spoken to Sam about this a lot. I think they were good deck choices because of the type of 2-deck format it was, because it was Swiss, where you swap halfway through the day. I think that was good because Knights are just good in a best-of-1 format. They always do well. But if I had made Top Cut, which is a bit of a spoiler for you there, if I had made Top Cut, I think I would have been slaughtered anyway on Knights. Because in a traditional 2-deck, I never really do well on them.
People hard mulling into their cancels and shit.
Yeah. It tends to be the deck I play first because then we're going into it blind and then hope that I can just sneak a win. Yeah, in a 2-deck format, it's very much one of those decks where if your opponent knows you're playing Knights, you're just lost.
You definitely lose some percentage points at least.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Knights in Milan.
Yeah, I heard. I didn't pair any. I didn't play the mirror or anything. So
I paired Knights 3 times, beat them twice, and then lost on Warriors to them. And I probably shouldn't have, but we'll go into that later.
Yeah, I when we had done testing, I psyched myself out a little bit, like I said earlier, because the testing was not going very well for me. I was losing a lot of games, and quite a few of them were games you could learn from, but there was also a lot of dodgy variance games. Like we had a game where I was playing Mono Wind and Sam was on Mono Water and hit 6 out of 7 EX bursts. No, it was 5 out of 6 because I won that game.
Yeah,
it was 5 out of 6 damage was EX. And Sam hit 1 maybe, Water has a high EX count, so that just shouldn't happen. But it did because we were testing, and we had so many games that were like that. So at times it felt like the 4-hour testing sessions we were having were just completely useless. Because it was like, this game will never happen ever again.
The data becomes like, you played for 4 hours, you get maybe an hour worth of good
actually
games.
Good games,
if that.
For sure.
It's TCGs, they're tricky. And like the problem as well, like I feel like really high level players have a better insight on when to scoop.
Yeah.
But I don't feel. I mean, I remember you trying to scoop a game and me being like, "There's data to be gained here."
Yeah,
like,
true. I think when we were testing, it was just very obviously you're not looking at my hand, which is part of games, especially on Knights. If I'm sat with 2 dead cards in hand on Knights after I've just been bored, right, like the game's basically over. And in those situations where I'm playing a fast deck anyway, I'd rather just churn 100 games, let's say. And you'd never get that many in. But I'd rather churn 100 games than just play one drawn-out game where I know I'm going to lose anyway.
Yeah, I think that's optimal. And I do think you and I play faster games than nearly everyone at the Dice Cup. Yeah. So it's not like our testing was terrible, but we had these annoying, like way more like 1% games than you feel like you should have. Well,
there was testing sessions we had that went really well, like when we were testing Water Lightning, and that was really insightful. Or like playing Mono Wind again after we'd thought it had dropped off a bit and discovering that it was actually cracked AF.
It just goes to show that it's another logistics thing. If I was really organised, I'd build decks more easier. And we'd have more games like that because I'd have more decks available for us to test. But
I think that's the thing as well. The games from testing which stick in my mind are the ones which were previously untested matchups. Whereas when we were jamming Knights into Fire Ice Warriors, I played that game dozens of times. I know how that goes. So it was kind of less to learn there. I guess I learned how to gain percentage in that matchup, but it's not like I was going, wow, this is a huge revelation for me how this game's going.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think being that person who has like 10 decks or more to like test with is like the ideal. And again, I wish if I was more organized, I could have more decks built because I have the cards, but like getting them built takes an hour at the moment where it should take 30 minutes. I
think in hindsight as well, we could have done with some a wider testing circle because I think there was some games at Euros even, which I had where I was playing into your play style, if that makes sense. I was expecting my opponent to play in a way which you play. Certainly when I played Water Lightning Monsters, there was one of the games where I was taking a bit more time because I know you're not an aggressive player. And then my opponent did play aggressively and I was like, oh, cool, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I died. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
So I think we could have done with a bit of a wider testing circle, but because our locals isn't particularly competitive, the options are limited. But cheeky plug, I did make a Discord server for UK comp players to test, and that was really useful, more as a resource for talking about gameplay rather than actually jamming games. There was a few times where we would go on there to play games, but it was mainly just a nice place for the comp players in the UK to share information, which I think was helpful.
I think that was big that you made that Discord, and that was really good. I check that Discord a lot now. It's very really good resource.
Yeah, it's dropped off a bit recently, so if you're listening and you're in this Discord,
exactly,
drop a chat.
Yes, I have the same idea for next season. I was thinking we can make our testing circle 4 people. And we can jam at my house most of the time. Cause
we need to steal McNulty, man. We were saying this in Milan.
Well, that's it. Because Phil and Nate would be good choices, but there's other choices as well. There's other somewhat competitive players.
Yeah, I think the thing with Phil and Nate, which is obviously no shade to them, enjoy the game how you want to enjoy it, but neither of them are that interested in the competitive side. Obviously, they were both coming to lots of events this season, but I was really gunning for Euros, so if I didn't make it, I would have been a bit disappointed. But both of them seemed to not really care whether they got it or not. They were more coming to these events for the fun of it.
Yeah, I think Nate could have made Euros.
I think
Nate's level on 4-wall was plenty good enough. I think Phil struggles with his confidence. He's good on Warriors, but I can see him, if he keeps playing, get better. I can see him being worthwhile having in a testing circle.
It sounds like some of Nate's pairings was really bad as well. Especially Grantham, where I just sniped him out of top cut, was really harsh. But I needed to get Frosty the win.
Yeah, that literally guaranteed me. Well, no, it didn't.
It didn't guarantee you Linden, but it was looking good. It made your odds better.
Made my odds a lot better. Yeah, and realizing that Linden wasn't playing any summons or anything, so I just changed my play style based on his Zidane.
Yeah, but they'll definitely both be listening. So lock in next season. Testing at Sam's. You heard it here.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure where. I think geographically it might be convenient, but it could be 2 different people. But yeah, 4 testing circle of 4 next season. I'm planning to do less time invested in testing, but higher quality next season. Because I feel it wasn't a lot of the testing was, like you say, not doing a great deal. Yeah. Anyway, what was the next subject then? Are we going to go through our matches?
Next subject is, Euros matches. Feel free to go first because you have actual notes. I need to find mine / recall what my games were.
So, like I said, I think that my lack of sleep made me play worse than I usually do. It's tough for me because my peak playing ability and my valley, or my lowest playing ability, there's a big gap there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely affected by psychology and different things. So anyway, 5 hours sleep the night before, 5 hours sleep the night before that, because Milan was too fun and too enjoyable. But
too
anyway,
nice of a place.
Yeah, round 1 nights, I opened Yagrosh and I got everything I wanted. Don't really need to go into that.
Yeah, wasn't that by accident as well? Blind
Blind played Yagrosh.
What
so lucky.
Chad.
So Water Lightning. This was this sticks in my head. And I have bigger notes on this, but I've just got these smaller ones on my phone. Basically, I was feeling somewhat comfortable. The game was in the balance. I'd hit a lot of EXs, but he had Lena back up. So that mitigated a lot of it, but it was a Thornton or 2. I remember someone saying he thought all of them were EXs. I don't think they were. But I was feeling pressured by time because he was playing a bit slowly.
I think I remember watching that game. I think it was every damage you'd taken was EX apart from 1, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. That sounds about right. I didn't trigger all of them because of Lena.
Yeah, that was definitely that game I remember.
And I was feeling pressured by time, by him going slower, and this is something I need to work on psychologically as well. It's just don't...
Slow play's number 1 enemy, this guy.
It's funny because I used to be a slow player and now I just moaning about other slow players all the time.
Yeah.
Basically, when it got to my turn, I think I was playing a bit too fast. I was a bit too stressed. Slammed Witch, then was okay, go quick. Swing. He hits an Odin, kills my Witch. So all my removal on board is no longer removal. Can't react to the EX. And then he does find a way to lethal me next turn. And like that's like one of the main dangers of Water Lightning is Odin can kill your things. Like, I don't think I'd do that in Testo. I don't know if you agree.
That's another thing as well with our play styles. You tend to be a lot more comfortable in testing than in competitive settings, right?
Yeah, if I'm against you or Jono or someone I'm comfortable with, I'm so much likely to play so much better. But, you know, we keep working on it. And also, you know, I didn't give myself optimal conditions. Hey, round 3 is mono fire. He played really passively, and I was like, oh, I'm on mono water. Yeah. I will go into a late game against mono fire. Surely I'm more powerful. But he had his goblin sat there, and I hadn't pressured him at all. And then it was already getting towards deck out, and I was like, oh, this is like all the fire players I've played in the past. They've been a bit more aggressive, like they've hit ashes, and I've, you know, just won very easily. But he fair play to them. Like, he knew he could play the mill game.
Was that a Spanish guy? The Spanish seemed pretty sourced.
He looked really nervous as well, but he apparently his girlfriend plays mono water, so he's played the matchup a million times as well. So again, I felt a bit surprised by this mono fire situation, but basically, I've realised that water actually has to be the aggressor against fire. If they start being aggressive to you, you're just like, okay, cool, free percentage, you know. Yeah. But yeah, you have to pressure fire. Who knew? And then round 4 is against Warriors. I'm still on water, obviously. This really nice Spanish guy called Luis. So if he hears this, shout out to you. Nicest player I played. So good vibes and all that. I was struggling to find backups. I did push back his first wave of pressure, but he was ahead on backups. So he could actually like outvalue me, which was irritating, but you know.
I just thought mono fire was a matchup we didn't test whatsoever, which I think was really stupid.
Oh,
that
seems
like
an
obvious choice for Euros is mono fire.
Yeah.
Zero crossover, apart from Amat, I guess.
I think I could have built it really easily as well. Yeah, like, why didn't I do that?
God damn it.
Damn.
We're just revealing our shitters, why we bottomed out.
Yeah. Well, I think as well, I'd beaten it every other competitive event, but I think they were worse players. Well, Euros players are going to be better than your average Materia Cup players in the UK, for sure.
Zav sat listening to this in Japan thinking, these fucking idiots.
Man, well, I mean, you know, we've got a long way to go to get to his standard, I think.
True.
But maybe it's just around the corner. Progress is not linear, all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, round 5, Knights. All I've put here is easy game in the bottom tables.
Yeah, fair.
So I don't have any more to say about that. Now we're on Fire Ice Warriors because we're in round 5. And round 6, lost against Knights. It says here, I didn't have Amat available for any of his plays. I got Axstar and some removal, but no Tyvas for a while. I had a bigger board, but not enough removal to keep him below 4 Knights. Maybe I could have tried to stay on damage 5. And that is my takeaway from that is you should treat damage 5 as damage 6 against Knights. Like that's.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I played Knights a million times, so I don't know why I didn't do that. Again, I'm kind of blaming the sleep situation because I know that in theory, but it was annoying because I had about 10 forwards and he just made 4 Knights and killed me. Dying in that situation, super frustrating. But you know, and then round 7's the Scions game that I said about earlier. Yeah, this French lady, she played it really well. She said her decade was Ice Fire Warriors. It was Estinian and Tataru backup. So when she made 4 Scions, even though it was 3 forwards and a backup, she could draw off a Tataru. So she had a backup that's worth 2 backups in a way. Yeah, so I lost that one. And then round 8 was like terrible meme, terrible, awful for everyone, although I won. Me and Paul from the YYT playing. Next to us on the other table, we're all in the bottom room. John Ho.
Kagiri himself.
And we were there. Out. We were there like, we were all top cut in Glasgow. Yeah.
I remember I was on a higher table than you 3 on that round, and I was like, this is the only time I'm going to be on a higher seed than Kagiri for the rest of my life.
I don't know, man. You're young. You can learn quick. You got some brain plasticity happening.
True.
So basically, Paul discarded his hand to wall 7, or, played a wall 7. I ammied it. And then I just started high rolling. He was trying to swing and ward hit into damage. And everything just went my way, but neither of us were that happy about it.
Yeah.
I said at the end of the game, I was like, the global happiness from this exchange has gone down.
Final boss, literally last round.
Yeah,
you had to do it.
Poor
to
guy,
him.
and he's really nice as well. Like, so yeah, crazy that.
Yeah, he got me my go full art. Traded it with that Moonbar I opened. Shout out Paul.
Yeah,
getting the Moogle collection bigger.
Actually, goated individual, FF8 enjoyer, man of taste.
For real. Okay, I did find my notes, but I've only made somewhat detailed notes on my first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I've written what the matchup is for my 3rd round, and I can sort of remember the rest. I can't remember what round 4 was, to be honest, but I can remember the others.
Yeah, fair.
So I opened with Mono Water as well. My first round was against Fire Ice Warriors, and the whole game was really back and forth, like such a swingy game. They'd do something big, and then I'd do something big, and it was that for the whole game. And then at the end, I was clearly winning. Basically, I'd pushed back, but my opponent went down to 1 in hand, tapped out to play a Tivus, and they wanted to search. And I was like, okay, if you don't have something to deploy now, and I Kuka lane, you just lose.
Yeah.
So they played the Tivus down and went Tivus ability, and I said okay, tap to back up and put Kuka lane down. But because I said okay, and they weren't looking at what I was doing, they thought I was okaying the Tivus search. So I was like, I'm trying to Kuka lane the Tivus.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, I've already picked up the deck and looked at it. So I judge called, and the judge said that I'd been unclear and so missed the window to respond.
That's so rough.
Yeah, and then I ended up losing that game from there, which was really rough.
Coin flip of whether like a different judge might have said, oh yeah, just shuffle the deck and
probably, yeah.
Because I think that's a real knife edge decision there. It's unlucky.
So yeah, I lost that game, and it was my round 1, which was really annoying to start the day on a bit of a, misplay, which isn't even a gameplay misplay. It's me being stupid. You just miscommunicating.
Well, you do have to be weird. You have to be vigilant. Like how that is a thing to learn, isn't it? Like policing your game. So TCGs are strange like that. Carry on though. Yeah.
So I'd had a bit of a board, and then they did Tivus, and I can't remember what they searched. I think it was a ward, maybe. No, in fact, it was Axstar. They searched Axstar, and the one card they had in hand was a ward. So they went Axstar ward and basically cleared my board and presented 3 blockers when I was staring down lethal at them. And I was just like, I can't win now. There was like 3 cards left in deck at this point as well.
So annoying.
Yeah, real rough. Round 2. Let me tell you about round 2. I played against Hythlodaeus round 2, but my opponent, his round 1 discards was Kolka Ingus for Kolka. And then he searched Emmet Selcom past. So I was like, oh, okay. He's got Kolka and Ingus in his deck.
These are all mono earth cards,
yes, he's got to be mono earth. He slammed down the Hythlodaeus on his next turn, and then put down... he searched Emmet Selk, off the Kolka, and then searched Emmet Selk off the... fuck's sake, Hythlodaeus off the Emmet Selk. And I was just like, this is a terrible day for me. Because I thought it was mono earth and we were in the early game, I was like, I don't need any cancel levs because I don't care, you can set up your backups. So I discarded a cancel lev, and my opponent after the game was just like, I saw you do that, and was like very happy about it. Yeah. And I was just like, fuck's sake, as if you got
rough.
What Hythlodaeus deck runs Ingus in it. 6-drop Ingus, you weird guy. He was nice, to be fair. We played him on day 2 at the team sealed, and he was chill, but yeah, I was like, that's unlucky. Evil guy.
That's so unlucky. And this is the stress of like going first, is like, it's so... Oh, you weren't going first though. Yeah, so you thought you had the data, but
I thought I had the data.
The stress of like whether to discard a cancel lev is like, this game is crazy. You could just die to like turn 2 decisions, you know?
Yeah. I think if he was playing mono earth, I probably would have been fine. I'd set up well, absolutely. And my hand was good into mono earth. It just wasn't mono earth.
You're like, I'm ready to realm piranha him and do all that.
My round 3 was against Water Wind, and I opened really poorly. Honestly, if I tallied the amount of times I've had this game this season, it'd be ridiculous. I opened no backups, mulligan, no backups, and it's like no draw cards, like none of the monsters or anything, just pure chaff. So I go, okay, I guess I'll play a Luna Freya, put down Luna Freya, no EX, no EX, no EX, no EX, Kukulane. Okay, I'll Kukulane my own Luna Freya. Draw, it's not a backup, pass. And it took me another 2 turns from there to find a backup.
That's
and my
so
opponent,
bad.
because they were playing Water Wind, was just like... So yeah, I just got absolutely annihilated, basically.
Was there a backup on the Luna Freya flip? Do you know?
No, there wasn't.
Wow, that's so unlucky, dude. Like, holy moly.
I feel like they were all monsters, but I could be making that up. I think they were all monsters and then Kukulane. And I was like, well, I get to draw 2 from that. So.
Yeah. So no backup top 15 cards at least.
Yeah, stupid.
That's awful.
I've had that kind of game at least 3 times this season.
Jeez. Shuffle more.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's what it is, but it could be part of it.
Yeah.
You know, shuffle like crazy.
I don't remember what my last round was on water. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, fair.
I don't remember
Was it? Oh, your last round.
It
on
was
water.
another loss, that's for sure. I didn't win on water.
Oh, that's so rough, man.
Yeah. So round 5, I swapped to knights, and I was on the second to the bottom table, so real shitter level. No offense. But this guy I paired against was playing the Refia Worlds deck straight out of the box.
I saw some of that, yeah.
And I was just like,
Free
on
win.
nights, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do to you, my friend. I think I literally said that to him. I went first and I opened crazy, and he just saw no backups, and I was like, it's a bad matchup even if you did see backups. This is just, I'm slaughtering you. But admittedly, it did make me feel fucking good after I just lost 4 games on water.
Yeah. It's tough when in like TCGs when you get these games where it's like you either lose hard or win hard. It makes it feel really weird. I'd rather have a game where I can really think about all the decisions. Sorry, carry on.
My round 6 was against Water Lightning Monsters, which is a fucking horrendous matchup for knights.
Yep.
But I opened really wide. My opponent had like a fairly average start, I think.
Yep.
But he was misplaying quite badly by playing like witches on low monster board. So I just tap 4 and kill it instantly before it got too much value.
Yeah.
And then there was a point where he had actually managed to whittle my board down to a Corilla and a Gawain, and I was sitting on a full hand, and he knew I had Ramza because he watched me search it.
Yeah.
I swung in on the Gawain, and he hit the 9-drop Odin.
Yeah.
And he pointed at my Corilla and went, kill Corilla. And I was like, I'm sitting on a hand of Ramza. Yeah, hell yeah, you'll kill my Corilla. So I put it in the break zone. And then when I put it in the break zone, he was like, no, Gawain. And I was like, come on, buddy. Come on. Just because you've just remembered I've got a Ramza in hand.
Yeah.
No takesies, backs and euros.
Right.
So I made him stick to it. And he was not very happy about the fact I made him stick to it. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
But I ended up winning that game because he just threw, basically.
Yeah.
I think if he hadn't done that, maybe there's an argument that I wouldn't have won. I think he was playing pretty badly anyway. Yeah. But yeah, it was a massive misplay.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could have judge called that if he was really mad. And I don't know what the judge would say about that. Surely if you're miscommunicating of just saying okay, goes in the favor of the opponent. Surely, then the judge would agree with you on that game. Surely.
My round 7 was against Water Lightning Monsters again.
Wow.
Except this player knew exactly what he was doing to beat knights, so I kind of got trounced.
Yeah.
I did have a good starting hand, so I went wide really early. But if I remember correctly, he just went like Blue Worm, Apkalu, like he just spammed out monsters and then played a witch, and I was like, well, I can kill your witch, but my entire board is gone now. So I did that. And then he just built up again with more monsters and a witch, and I was like, I can't rebuild now.
Yeah, you're like, you've got 37k removal on board.
Yeah, GG's. That was the only game all day which I was tempted to scoop after he'd rebuilt, because I was like, I can't win now. Yeah. I just play a little Jerry and snipe him off. But yeah, we played it out, and I did lose, so maybe I should have scooped, saved myself the 5 minutes.
I think it's worth playing things out at a high level.
And then I also can't remember what my last round was, but that was a loss. I only had 2 wins and they were both on knights.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
I was also shocked that I had more wins on warriors than mono water, but it kind of made sense in terms of placement of the rune.
It's like I said, if I had not miscommunicated that first game, I was winning that game. If I hadn't let that Tyvus resolve because I miscommunicated, I would have won that game. And because it was round 1, it would have completely changed my pairings for the rest of the day. So who knows what could have happened.
So they did have 1 warrior target in hand.
Yeah, they had the ward.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been enough. It would have killed 1 thing and then they've got 2 blockers.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's fine. I'm playing mono water. I'll find us a Harkin Chief or something.
That is brutal. That is really brutal. That could have gone either way.
I think if I'm remembering correctly, I had enough to swing over if they did have a deploy, but it was like if they deploy 2, then I'm fucked. And if they
Akstar especially.
Yeah, and if they don't deploy anything, I'll definitely win.
Yeah. That is frustrating because you said okay, so they could not understand that, but it's also like
their first language wasn't English as well, which is going to be part of it.
Yeah. That is very frustrating.
I had a really good, useful chat with Zav on
you
day
want to
2.
Get the handout.
Yeah, where he was like, if you watch me play, I just don't talk and use body language as much as possible. And I was like, yeah, after this weekend, maybe I'm going to start doing the same thing.
Yeah. I think, it's interesting because I think I wouldn't have made the same mistake. I do a lot of thinking, don't I? I can't really think about my... So if I was going thinking and they started picking their deck up, I'd probably be getting the handout, being like, stop.
Yeah.
People not giving you your enough response window is annoying, and there is a lot of players out there like that. Whereas if I'm playing, I'm a lot like... I put triggers on the stack and I point at the card and look at them in the eyes,
To be fair to her, she did say like Tyvus ability, and then I went okay. So I can see why she did think that, but if she was watching what I was doing, she would have seen me.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. I partly my fault because you're always playing with someone who's super making sure about everyone getting their triggers.
Yeah.
You get some games in against
Sam,
French.
You're too fair.
Get some games in against French,
Yeah.
I always bully him on this podcast, don't I? Poor guy.
It's okay. Needs it. The ego.
Yeah. Oh, he's playing a lot of Warhammer now, apparently.
Yeah, I've heard.
He's
Abandoned
going to be a Chark guy next season. He's still going to be playing.
Yeah,
He's keen on Chark. So are we going to go into the Milan experience in general?
Yeah.
I was so happy that us 3, you, me, and James McNulty.
Yeah. Big shout out to James McNulty.
Yeah.
Sorted out everything. He was the responsible adult for the weekend, so me and Sam didn't have to be.
Yeah, exactly. I was so happy that he was keen to lead the way on the subways and all this kind of thing, because I'm not good at that kind of thing.
No.
You're 18 years old.
Hey, come on. I'm all right at that. I navigated Budapest by myself.
Yeah, I think you're very independent and good at that kind of thing, but
Admittedly, it was nice to not have to, though.
Yeah, right. It was so good. And he sorted out the hotel as well, and we were a short walk from the venue, which was good.
Yeah. That hotel was pretty good.
And because we were all qualified, we arrived on the Thursday. What time was it on Thursday we arrived?
It was quite late, 7 maybe.
Yeah. So we just had a little bit of evening in Milan. And then
had them terrible pizzas. Well, I had a great pizza. You and James, not so much.
Yeah. We had we were trying to order pizza, and we both kind of failed to get pizza. Me and James.
Yeah. In a place that only sold pizza, you both had not pizza.
I was like, what did I order? It was called Caprice or something, was it? I can't remember.
Yeah.
That was marinara.
James.
Mine was marinara. And I was like, nice sauce with my pizza. And there's just no cheese. I was like, oh, I've ordered no cheese pizza. And then James got deconstructed pizzas for some reason. Was that Caprice?
Yeah, that was the Caprice one. Yeah,
it was hot bread. And
it just had the ingredients of a Caprice salad on a pizza base. Yeah.
It was a pizza pitta energy.
Yeah.
But you actually got a real pizza.
I got a real pizza. Yeah.
That was probably the least good food we had there.
I thought mine was fine. Yours looked naff.
Yeah.
Mine was fine, but it was way too expensive for what it was, because we were right in the centre for that.
We basically went tourist trap on that one.
Yeah.
But the rest of the week there was like amazing food.
Stevie recommended a great restaurant which we went to twice.
Yeah. And and we got we did that holiday day on Friday, and that was so good. We were just like wandered around Milan. Where did we go first? Can't really remember the morning very well. I remember us being in the park.
We went to a cafe. That was the first time we went to that cafe that we went to like every day.
Oh yeah. Friday morning. The morning was the cafe. That cafe is well good.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of it. Verde or something.
Yeah,
like
Cafe Verde, something like that.
Yeah. That was.
Guy gave us free cake because we spoke English.
Yeah. Really nice place. Very like Mediterranean grandma energy.
Yeah,
I would say, which is good for me because my nana was Maltese and Egyptian, so I feel
getting all the Sam lore in this special.
A little bit, hell yeah, a little bit sort of connected to that kind of culture, a tiny bit, and like just the food's insane. My nana's food was insanely good, and the food in there was good too. Milan's good for food.
I don't think we had a bad meal the whole time.
No, not at all. No.
Went to the cathedral on the Friday.
Yeah.
Then we walked to the park. James McNaughty was absolutely flabbergasted by a man playing the violin.
Yeah, it was nice. That was nice. I was like, can we sit down? I was the old man of the group. And then that performer in the cathedral square was questionable, really dodgy.
Oh god, less said about that the better.
Yeah, we won't go into that. But yeah, we were like, do a flip, but he was just being weird.
just being strange. Yeah.
But we got the Panzerotti as well. Was that on the Friday?
Yeah, it was.
So I had like double cheese one, and we'd already just been eating cheese all week. But oh my god, yeah, there was some good time, especially after Euros. That restaurant experience where it was us three and Stevie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stevie D.
Yeah, big up Stevie D. We shout out Stevie D all the time.
I mean, they're the GOAT. What can we say? Like, I really enjoyed that little
shining jewel
experience.
of the community.
Hell yeah, and I mean, also shout out to the recent streams they've been doing with the new set.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
That's like when they didn't do it for the last set 26, but I think they did it for 25. I want to say. And my god, that's just like hours of great content. Also shout out to like Sarah and everyone who plays to make that happen. I really enjoy that content.
SJ, Skeleton Jack.
Got to see those bony toes, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, Milan.
Yeah, FFTCG.
Yeah. It was just really good, wasn't it? And the team sealed as well on day 2.
Yeah, on day 2.
James McNulty nearly made was doing a good run. What was he, 5-3 in the end?
Yeah.
Or was he was pretty close to getting a 6-2. So
he was really close to top cut. In fact, if I remember correctly, his game, which was the top cut decider, was actually going to go to double loss, and then he conceded. So
gentlemanly as well.
Big up to him for that. I would not be doing that. I'd be like, if you're not conceding, we're taking a double loss, mate.
Yeah.
If I'm not getting top cut, neither are you, pal.
Yeah. Apparently, James was in a better position as well, like from what I remember. But that's just hearsay. That's what I heard from James when we were discussing it. But yeah, an amazing experience in Milan, despite going. What was I, 3-5, and you were 2-6?
2-6, yeah. Completely scrubbed out day 1, but...
Yeah.
We said this at the time, didn't we? Even though you can go to these kind of events and do terrible, but the community is just so fun and nice to be around. It just doesn't matter. 100%. Still had the best weekend of my year. Yeah. Easily.
It was really
even
good.
though I did terrible.
It was so good. And like... The team sealed was amazing. I was having a good time. I feel a bit bad that I just kind of hoovered up all the good cards for my deck.
Yeah. I think my deck was okay.
Yeah. I think
to be fair to McNulty, he actually was doing the best, if I remember correctly, and we gave him the chaff piles, which really says a lot about his skill compared to ours.
The man's on day
1 and built a better deck out of chaff than we did with actual cards.
It's crazy that he's so good in a tournament, and when like on the test games, like he doesn't practice. He doesn't get enough practice. His locals isn't got enough players, and he doesn't get enough practice. And he was practicing with us on the night before the Saturday.
Yeah, we had to make a makeshift table because the hotel room didn't have one.
We're there like 45-minute games minimum, and I'm like, James, you're gonna have to play faster tomorrow.
Yeah.
And even Stevie said to him, like, why are you playing this slowly? But he's still the GOAT. He's still so good when he's in a tournament. Like, very jealous of that ability, that natural talent. But, you know.
This is why we needed to come to our locals.
Yeah, no, I got to
steal
get
him
to
away
Knott's.
from Matt in Preston.
yeah. That would be incredible. Third for the testing circle. But yeah, I was going to jump back. I'm not going to ADHD. I'm going to stick on topic. I got the Ice Lightning deck with a splash of fire with like 3 fire cards.
It was sort of FF8 inclined, right?
Yeah. And that was so that I could use LB Terror, the extra fire, and chuck the Zell in. But yeah, FF8, Fujin Raijin, stupid cards. If you're playing sealed in this set and you have a handful of Fujin Raijin, play them. In Team Sealed, because we're opening a box and a half, I got to have 4 of each or something. Was it that?
Maybe.
In a 40 card deck.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
It's so consistent to like get that combo off, and it's just to pay for him, do 3k, tap the guy, do 5k, so it's 8k, and then you're getting 8k every turn because he does it on swing as well, the 3k. So, and it's like instant speed, so it also can, if he's on board, you can kind of use him a bit like Witch of the Fens for the 5k, which is ridiculous. Like, are they both commons? I think
yes, yeah, they are.
That's stupidly good in sealed. Like that's a go-to. If you get those cards, in draft or anything, go for that. We're going to do a draft soon. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, December 11th
next week. Yeah. You got Cat 5. You got Bart's. Was that Cat 5?
Yeah, Cat 5.
Oh yeah.
It was. I really enjoyed playing the deck. The deck was wank. It was actually terrible. There was no win con. The win con was just play Bart's and hope my opponent doesn't have removal, which is not a good game plan. Typically, I don't think.
I think removal's really good in that set. I think.
Yeah.
Whatever elements you're in, I think the elements that get removal monsters already have a buff.
The Tonberry in water was real sleeper for sealed.
Yeah,
at least
it's really strong in sealed.
4 CP, kill something which is 10k or less, which is everything in sealed.
Yeah.
Like that's
water's a very stable element in sealed and draft, I would say. Go ahead, sorry.
I don't remember what I was going to say now.
Just your deck, your Cat 5
deck.
Yeah.
There was just no win con. It was really fun because I'm a big fan of Flip 5 as a mechanic, personally.
Flip 5 Chad over here.
Yeah. There's just nothing good in 5 in that set. You've got Galuff, which is just a big guy and he doesn't do anything else. And you don't search him, you flip him.
You've got the standard units, right?
Yeah, all of the standard unit forwards are in Cat 5, which means that refunding Bart's is really easy.
Yeah.
But they're just all terrible in sealed. To be good, all of them require multi-element, and the only multi-elements in the set are in LB.
Yeah.
So it's like, unless you're slamming an LB and then going Bart's and then playing your standard units, it's like, this is too much to expect out of a constructed deck, never mind out of sealed.
If we do Team Sealed again, I think one of the things to do is like, obviously the LBs were very good, so I think we had to build it around.
LB Terror, man. You scooped those up though, didn't you?
We had one and I got that.
Did we really only open one? That's only like a rare.
Yeah.
Wow, I think, okay.
Unless James had some in his deck or something.
Maybe. Well, he was on Water Fire, I think, so maybe not.
Yeah. Well, I was only splashing fire, so there wasn't. Anyway, yeah, I think there was only one. I think with Team Sealed, I think the ideal strategy going forward might be locate the like stable elements. Like I feel like water's stable because of the removal it has in Opus 27, 6?
27.
Yeah. And I think like the good LB cards can create stable elements. I think what we did was I was like, I want these colors because they've got Fujin Raijin, and then we didn't really concern ourselves with making sure the LBs were usable or like every deck had removal.
My LB deck was not good at all for what I was running.
I think a deck with no removal is a bit of a...
I had one lock, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. But it was so fun, wasn't it? And we did all right.
Yeah, we did okay. Admittedly, one of our games was a free win because our opponents didn't turn up.
Yeah. I threw our round one. I was trying to play the same speed. I'd play my constructor deck with cards that I hadn't used yet.
Yeah.
Which is really dumb. Even my opponent was like, why are you throwing? I'm like, I don't know, man. That was sad, but we still did all right. And it was really good to like, it was like €60 to enter, was it? For a box and a half?
Yeah, really good price.
So it was a pretty good price for getting some Opus 27. It was pretty nice. I've been really enjoying this.
This was right after European release as well, so we were literally getting our hands on the cards first out of everyone. Which was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was nice that they managed to sort that out as well, because there was a bit of a scare about pricing and kits not being delivered, but then they came in time, which was really hype.
Yeah. And like getting Swords to Plowshare and Alizé.
So beautiful. There's a moogle on it.
That's, I've sold my Swords to Plowshare 170 quid. So
not bad.
And I should be selling my my other one for 65. So that's like most of the holiday, most of the cost recouped, which is good, especially going into Cactomania where we've put a lot of money down for accommodation.
Yeah.
That's all. The planning to that has gone a bit skewiff, but oh well.
Well. There was going to be 4 of us and now me and Frosty are getting...
Yeah, we've got.
I was going to say cozy in an Airbnb, but that sounds really not like what's going to be happening.
I mean, cozy, but not like that.
Yeah.
Cozy, like slinging cards and drinking cups of tea, probably. Yeah. I'm sure you'll have a beer.
Yeah, I was going to say, you take me for.
Beery Shadbolt over here.
I'm 18, come on.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. It's valid. Just because some of us have to stress about our health. What other subjects did you have for us?
What I was going to say, talking about Team Sealed, is that there is talk of Winter Cup being Team Sealed this year. How do you feel about that? It seems to be somewhat contentious of a topic at the minute.
So I've heard a bit of hearsay, and I will say...
I think at this point it's all but confirmed that it's Team Sealed.
Yeah.
Alec was very much implying that was going to be the case at Euros. Everyone seems to think that that's going to be the case.
And I think the idea is to get a lot of new players involved. And I think I have a strong idea of how they're going to do that. They might actually get new players in, I think. I was thinking I couldn't see a world where, like, what...
Oh, I think I know what you're thinking, actually. And if it's the same, then I can see why new players would be interested in coming in for that.
Exactly. Whether they stay is another topic, but, like, I can see how they might pull this off. So if it does get new players into the game, I'm happy. And I do like a team sealed. One thing I am already worrying about is like, okay, I want a good team, which is like brutal. And I also luckily when it was me, you and James doing Team Sealed, I feel like you two were happy for me to brew and like you weren't like arguing about who should get what cards, which like, I don't think we did it perfectly, but like, we made at least one really good deck. And like, there was like removal in some of the other decks at least. Yeah. I was a bit worried about my like team, but I think, I feel like you and me are a shoe-in for a team, and then we need a third if we're going to do that. But I don't know, maybe you don't want to team with me.
No, I'm happy to team with you.
I feel like I'm pretty good at sealed. I rate my sealed skills.
I'm all right. I'm better at draft than I am at sealed. Way better at draft, but I think my card evaluation's all right.
Yeah.
I don't know how long we've got, so we should shoe in a Cactomania segment.
All right, yeah. So we're going to Cactomania this very weekend.
Yes, tomorrow. In fact, we are driving out.
I have to, in quotations, defend my title.
Need some fighting talk. Come on, that's not strong enough.
Well, this is probably going to go out after the event, right?
Well, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna bring it. I'm pretty strong into Cactomania, I would say. I'm still not 100% decided on my deck.
Yeah, I was talking in one of the Cactomania chats about this earlier, about my deck choices. I'm unsure.
Yeah.
It's coming out after, so I'm happy to say. I'm currently between Mono Water and Knights, which is what I took to Euros, obviously, and then Mono Water and Mono Earth, but it's just figuring out the LBs. Tidus is too good.
Basically, I've been enjoying Young Exxon Mill crystals recently, and I'm thinking about taking that instead of Mono Water, but we'll see what happens.
That is a brave choice. That would be a very brave choice.
It would be. It feels like a lot of decks shouldn't out it, but I think what I really need to do is sit down and like look at all the meta decks and think about how they out it, really.
Yeah. We haven't done much testing of Cactomania, not that it's like something you particularly need to be stressing over, is it? But...
No, yeah. It's a for fun event at the end of the day. I think we're going to be spending a lot more money than we're getting, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be a fun time.
But I think any community run tournament is really worthwhile and support and like
go support these game stores.
Like when people moan about unofficial events, it's like support your game.
Yeah, literally. Like, even especially if you're complaining that the organised play isn't doing anything. Yeah, if the organised play isn't doing anything, then support the players who are doing something,
Yeah. We're a small TCG, so we need everything we can do, like any FFTCG events or content is just automatically good in my eyes.
Yeah, agree. Agree.
Yeah. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. Should be good fun. I'm glad it's going again.
Yeah.
I'll have to take that belt playmat, walk in with it over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, gonna have to wear like a sleeveless shirt and start flexing or something. I don't know.
Walk in with it over your head.
It's kind of ironic that I won that because I'm like the least wrestling pilled guy.
Yeah, true. Got the arms of a wrestler, maybe.
Yeah, I've got a bit of strength from climbing, but climbers and wrestlers are not the same creatures at all.
No.
Yeah, but yes. Do you want to wrap it up now?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Cheers for listening to the Mog Takeover. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah. Don't get used to this kind of quality unless they get me as a regular guest on here. But hope you enjoyed.
Sure, SM7, you know, this is not what we've got at home. But yeah, I appreciate
equipment.
It's really nice to have this special so we could cover Euros with people who've attended.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. Take care and goodbye.
See ya.